The night sky was very dark, and the wind howled like a hungry beast. Zelifa ran through the forest, her bare feet pounding against the cold earth. Her heart raced. Behind her, she could still hear Damo's angry voice. "You will be mine, Zelifa," he had shouted before she fled. Tears stung her eyes, but she did not stop. She could never go back. Her stepmother had always treated her like a slave, and now her stepbrother had tried to take away her dignity. She had to survive on her own. For days, she wandered the forest, weak and hungry. Then she found a spear, her late father's spear, hidden in the hollow of an old tree. It was a sign. If men would not protect her, she would protect herself. Years passed. Zelifa became strong. She hunted like a lioness and ran like the wind. But the men of the village whispered behind her back, "A woman with a spear? It is not right. She is cursed." Zelifa ignored them. She knew who she was. She had survived the wild, and no man's words could break her. One day, while hunting in the deep forest, she saw a tall, handsome man aiming his bow at a wild bear. His gaze was intense as he pulled the string. But Zelifa saw something he didn't. The bear was not alone. Another one was hiding, ready to attack him from the side. Without thinking, she threw her spear. Thwack! The spear hit the second bear just as it launched. The man turned in shock. His arrow still aimed. "You saved my life," he said, lowering his bow. "You should be more careful," Zelifa replied, picking up her spear. The man smiled. "You are a hunter?" "I am," he laughed. "I have never met a woman like you." Zelifa smirked. "And I have never met a man who almost got eaten by a bear." The man threw his head back and laughed. "I am Adika." She nodded. "Zelifa." From that day, they hunted together. Adika was different. He didn't mock her. He didn't fear her. He respected her. But what Zelifa didn't know was that Adika was not just any hunter. He was the prince of the land. One day, as they sat by the river, Adika took her hand. "Zelifa, I love you," he said. Her heart pounded. "You don't even know who I am." Adika smiled. "I don't need to. I know your strength, your kindness, your fire. I want no other woman but you." When the village girls heard that the prince loved the wild huntress, their hearts burned with jealousy. Her, a common hunter, they scoffed. "Ha!" But Adika did not care. He brought Zelifa to the palace, shocking everyone. The king frowned. "A woman hunter? My son, are you sure?" Adika held Zelifa's hand tighter. "Yes, father. She is the bravest person I have ever known." The king looked into Zelifa's eyes. He saw not fear, but strength. He sighed and nodded. And so, the wild huntress became the prince's wife. She bore him 2 beautiful children, a boy with his mother's light skin, and a girl with her father's deep, dark glow. No longer was Zelifa the girl despised by men. She became a legend and proved that no matter how others despise or doubt you, unwavering courage and self-belief can lead to true love, respect, and a lasting legacy.